Hi, welcome back to online session. In this video, we will discuss about how to solve 0 by 1 knapsack problem by using least cost branch and bound searching technique. By using LC search. LC search stands for least cost branch and bound technique we will discuss in this session. So as we aware that we already solved 0 by 1 knapsack problem by using dynamic programming technique earlier. Students here, so if you consider the given problem, the knapsack means a bag. Here knapsack means a bag. You need to fill the bag, empty knapsack. You need to fill the empty knapsack with selected or chosen available items subject to fulfill the knapsack is cannot exceed the capacity of the knapsack. You need to fill the knapsack with available items subject to not more than or exceeding the knapsack capacity, and finally maximize the profit. Finally, maximize the profit. This is called as 0 by 1 knapsack problem. Students, in 0 by 1 knapsack problem, if we want to solve the given problem by using branch and bound algorithm design technique, so what is the step-by-step procedure? We will discuss clearly. Consider the given problem. Here profits are given. Profits are mentioned as profit of first item P1, profit of second item P2, and the profit of last item is Pn are given in the given problem. And corresponding weights also given, like W1 mentioned as the first weight of the item, second weight of the item, N weight of the nth item weight. And here they are given the maximum capacity of the knapsack also that can be specified with capital M. And finally, the objective of the given problem is maximize the profit. How to maximize the profit? There is a formula Pi xi sum of 1 to n. Subject to while maximize the profit, here subject to there is a constraint. The constraint is the capacity of the knapsack capital M should not be exceeded. The weight of the total items you can kept into the knapsack or cannot be exceed the knapsack capacity. So here you have the provision to take the items, either complete item you can take or you should not take the complete item. You should not have the provision to break the item into some number of pieces. So here 0 or 1 in the sense 0 means item cannot be breaken or item cannot be taken. 1 means complete item is to be taken. So here we need to solve the problem, the 0 by 1 knapsack problem. If you want to solve by using branch and bound technique, you simply do some modifications. What is the modification? We will discuss here. The modification is clearly observed here. The modification is you need to convert the maximization problem into minimization problem. So here, what is the maximization problem? Knapsack maximization problem, but branch and bound technique is applicable only for minimization problem. So hence we need to convert maximization problem into minimization problem. We need to convert. So if you want to convert the maximization problems into the minimization problems, in order to convert the problems, what to do? We simply do the negative sign for upper bound and for lower bound also. We need to do some negative sign. Here, if you clearly observe that, here there is a negative sign we applied, that is minus sum of Pixi. So the maximization problem is to be converted into minimization problem by changing the sign. So minus Pixi is to be changed. So that's why the maximization problem is to be converted into minimization problems. So these minimization problems can be solved in an effective manner by using 0 by 1 knapsack branch and bound technique. Okay. Now here, this is the given problem. If you consider the given problem, in the given problem, number of objects are given. They are given number of objects. There are 4 objects are there, object 1, object 2, object 3 and object 4. 4 objects they are given. And also profits also given. Their profits also given P1, P2, P3, P4. These all are objects. These all are profits are given, and also weights are given. 4 items weights are given. First item, second item, third item, and fourth item weights are given. And capacity of the knapsack also given. And capacity of the knapsack also given. So you need to solve the given problem by using LC branch and bound, which stands for least cost branch and bound. When we apply least cost branch and bound technique to the given problem, we need to convert the maximization problem into minimization problem by changing the sign of Pi xi while calculating the upper bound and lower bound value for the given problem. So while calculating the lower bound and upper bound, and we need to generate one state space tree we need to generate, and by using state space tree, and we need to find how to move the path clearly. Okay. Students, if you clearly observe here, this is the given problem. Okay, this is the given problem. In the given problem, number of n is equal 4, number of items are given, profits of all 4 items are given, and weights of all 4 items are given, knapsack capacity is given. And here, if when we apply 0 by 1 knapsack problem by using least cost branch and bound technique, we simply need to calculate lower bound and upper bound. How to calculate lower bound and how to calculate upper bound and how to calculate lower bound, we will discuss here. Okay. So here the knapsack problem is maximization problem, but branch and bound technique is applicable only for minimization problems only. Branch and bound problems can be applicable to solve minimization problems only. But here given problem is knapsack problem. Knapsack problem we always focus on maximization problems. So in order to convert the maximization problems into minimization problems, we have to take negative signs. We have to take negative signs for both upper bound and lower bound while calculating. So here, if you clearly observe that, here I want to find lower bound and upper bound also. So you clearly observe that what is lower bound and what is upper bound in the sense, no fraction item. Without fraction item, if you consider, that is called upper bound. Without bound, with upper bound in the sense without fraction. Lower bound in the sense fractions also allowed. Fractions also allowed. That means that you have the provision to break the items into some number of pieces. To calculate the lower bound, fractions are allowed. While calculating the upper bound, fractions are not to be allowed. But here, if you consider the first node, if you consider the first node, we need to place lower bound and upper bound we need to calculate. While calculating the lower bound and upper bound of the given problem here, while calculating the lower bound and upper bound of the given problem here, if I consider the first element I want to place here, if I want to place the first element, so what is the weight? Weight is 2. Weight is 2. First item is to be placed into the item is to be placed into the knapsack. Okay. When first item is to be placed into the knapsack, their profit also placed here. Their profit is -10. Why -10 instead of +10? Why? Because negative signs we need to place. So this is the weight of the first item and the concerned profit of the first item is to be placed. So I need to calculate the lower bound here, and the same here also. When I place the first item, weight is to be calculated and profit is to be calculated, and I need to calculate the lower bound and upper bound of this thing. How to calculate the lower bound and upper bound we will discuss in the next slide. Okay. Now this is the formula for calculating the lower bound and upper bound. If you want to calculate the lower bound, how to calculate the lower bound? There is a formula. To calculate lower bound, we can place all 4 items. We can place the items into the knapsack. We can try to place the items into the knapsack by satisfying the formula. So here in the sense, while calculating the lower bound, it is to be for fractional. So while calculating the upper bound, it is not for fraction values. It is only for 0 or 1. Here, while calculating upper bound, while calculating upper bound, either you can place the complete item or you cannot be placed the complete item. So when I want to calculate the upper bound, first I need to place all the items. Check whether all items can be placed in the knapsack or not. If I can place the first item, what is the weight? 2. When I place the second item, weight is 4. When I place the third item, weight is 6. So if I placed first item, second item and third item, so total weight is 6 plus 4 plus 2. Total weight is 6 plus 4 plus 2, 12. So what is the maximum weight of the knapsack? 15. So I have the possibility to place another item also. If I can try to place the another item also, 9. If I can try to place the fourth item, what is the knapsack weight? 9 plus 6, 6 plus 9, 15 plus 4, 19, 22. So total knapsack capacity is 22. So it cannot be equal to the knapsack. It cannot be less than or equal to the knapsack capacity. Hence, I cannot place this item. I cannot place this item here. Okay. So here, fourth item cannot be placed. Here, I cannot be placed fourth item. Why? Because I cannot be placed fourth item here. Why? Because it satisfies the condition of maximum weight. So I have been successfully placed all 3 items. Item 1, item 2, item 3. All 3 items I have been successfully placed. Now, what is the total weight? 6 plus 4, 12. Total weight is 12. Total weight is 12 here. Okay. So what is the profit here? Profit is minus 10 minus 10 minus 12. 10, 20, 32. Minus 32 is the profit. Minus 32 is the profit. So if you want to calculate the upper bound, while calculating the upper bound, so it will stands for sum of PI xi value. Sum of PI xi value. So what is the sum of PI xi value? Minus 32. The sum of upper bound equal to, there is a formula for calculating upper bound. Upper bound equal to sum of PI xi. So sum of PI xi equal to PI xi. So here P1 x1 plus P2 x2 plus P3 x3. The value is minus 32. So upper bound equal to minus 32. Now we will calculate how to calculate the lower bound here. So now we will see how to calculate lower bound. We will discuss here. Sorry. Here, yeah. Let us see how to calculate the lower bound here. You can focus on you can focus on this area while calculating the lower bound. So while calculating the lower bound, fractional values are to be considered. So when I place first item, second item, third item, okay, I can place fourth item. I cannot be placed fourth item, but I can place 3 by 9th of fourth item. I can place 3 by 9th of fourth item. That means that 3 by 9 into 9. So weight of fourth item is 9. 3 by 9 into 9. What is 3 by 9 into 9? 9, 3 by 9, 9, 9 cancel, 3 will come. So now here you can see the total weight cannot be exceed the knapsack capacity. So here when 3 by 9th weight is to be taken, 3 by 9th profit also taken. 3 by 9th profit is 18. 3 by 9 into 18 is 6. So now find the total profit here. If you find the total profit 10, 20, 32 plus 6, 38. 38 is the lower bound. So how to calculate the lower bound? Sum of Pi xi. Sum of Pi xi equal to minus 38. Okay, P1 x1 plus P2 x2 plus P3 x3 plus P4 x4 also. Here P4 is a fractional value. So friends, here if you clearly observe that the lower bound value is 38 minus 38, upper bound value is minus 32. Hence, I have been successfully find out the lower bound and upper bound values in the first iteration. So the lower bound is minus 38 and the upper bound is minus 32. So lower bound value and upper bound value is clearly defined in this session. Once you can find the lower bound value and upper bound value, what to do we will discuss in the next slide. Okay. So now once you find the lower bound value and upper bound value, and you need to generate for construction of state space tree. This is the construction of state space tree. If you consider the first node, so we have been find out the lower bound and upper bound value. So what is the lower bound? Minus 38 is the lower bound, and the upper bound of first step is minus 32. Okay. So now, so here we have a possibility is so when x1 equal to 1, that means that first item is to be placed into the knapsack. X1 equal to, this is x1 equal to 1. While constructing state space tree, remember that x1 equal to 1 means first item is to be completely taken into the knapsack. When first item is to be completely taken into the knapsack, the node 2 lower bound, upper bound values may not be changed. Node 2 lower bound and upper bound values may not be changed. When I can consider that first item is not to be selected, x1 equal to 0, that means that the item 1 is not to be selected and not to be placed into the knapsack. When item 1 is not to be selected and not to be placed into the knapsack, here the lower bound and upper bound values are to be changed. The lower bound and upper bound values are to be changed. Now let us see how lower bound and upper bound values of node 3 will be changed. We will discuss in the next slide, please. Okay. So here if you clearly observe that, so node 1 lower bound upper bound already find out. Node 2 when x1 equal to 1 first item is to be selected, the node 2 lower bound and upper bound value is to be find out. And while calculating node 3, here x1 equal to 0. X1 equal to is 0 means, so here if item is to be selected, this is the lower bound and upper bound value. When first item is not to be selected, this is the lower bound and upper bound value of the another item. Okay, x1 equal to 1 means first item is to be completely selected and placed into the knapsack. X1 equal to 0 means first item is not to be selected and not placed into the knapsack. When first item is not to be selected, so that's why I cannot be selected the first item. This first item is not to be selected. In both cases, while calculating the lower bound and upper bound, you cannot be selected the first item. You cannot be select the first item. When first item is not to be selected, then keep on adding or placing second item and third item. So when I can place second item and third item, the total weight is 10. If I can place fourth item also, fourth item is 9. It can be exceed the capacity of the knapsack. That's why fourth item not selected here. But here 5 by 9 is the fraction value. When I can break the fourth item into 5 by 9, so here when I can break the item into 5 by 9, the knapsack capacity is, here the knapsack capacity cannot be exceed here. Okay, cannot be exceed the weight of the knapsack. So here now you can find out the lower bound and upper bound you need to calculate. When I can calculate the lower bound, how to calculate the lower bound? Sum of Pi Xi. Add all the weights. Add all the weights. So weight cannot be 15. So here add all the profits. How to calculate the lower bound? Lower bound, if you want to calculate the lower bound, the formula is sum of Pi Xi. The formula is sum of Pi Xi. Here you need to calculate P2 X2 plus P3 X3 plus P4 X4. So you will get the value is minus 32. P2 X2, P3 X3, P4 X4, the value is minus 32. So if you want to calculate the upper bound for this one, you will get the upper bound is minus 22. So here the lower bound is minus 32, upper bound is minus 22. So here this is the lower bound value and this is the upper bound value. And both lower bound value and upper bound value will be placed in node 3. Will be placed in node 3. When we will get the lower bound 32 and upper bound minus 2, if item 1, first item 1 is not to be selected. If first item 1 is not to be selected. So here the concept is while calculating or while drawing the, here the problem is clearly observed that while constructing the state space tree, if you clearly observe that node 2 upper bound lower bound value generated, node 3 upper bound and lower bound value is to be generated, and while moving to the while expanding the tree, we have a query either go for this side or this side, node 4 or node 5. The problem is either I need to construct node 4 or node 5. So that will be clearly described based on the lower bound and upper bound values. Now here you need to found in node 2, you need to found upper bound minus lower bound. Upper bound minus lower bound you need to calculate. Okay. Now we will calculate the difference of upper bound and lower bound for node 2 and node 3. So when you can apply the difference means UB minus LB. For node 2, U minus L, U value is minus 32. U upper bound is upper U minus lower bound minus upper bound, the difference is 6. For node 3, the difference is 10. For node 2, the difference is 6 here. For node 3, the difference is 10 here. If you consider 6 with 10, Which one is minimum? Minimum is 6. Hence, you need to consider node 2. You simply discard node 3 value. So, hence, you need to expand the tree for node 2 only. You need to expand the tree for node 2 here in this section. Now, I can construct it. I have expanded a node for node. Now, I have been expanded node here. This was expanded node here. Expanded node here. Why? Because so UB minus LB value, we need to select the minimum value. Which one is minimum? We can select here. So the minimum value is 6 here. The minimum value is 10 here. Which one is minimum? This is the minimum. Hence, you need to expand the tree for this node only here. Next, next, we need to calculate the lower bound and upper bound for node 5. Lower bound and upper bound for node 5 I need to calculate. So how to calculate the lower bound? So here if you consider clearly x2 equal to 0, if x2 equal to 1, already we discussed. If x2 item is not to be selected, what will happen? X2 item is not to be selected. That means that x2 is not to be selected. Item number 2 is not to be selected, which means that clearly here x2 equal to 0 means item number 1, item number 2 is not to be selected. You can select item 1, item 3 and item 4. When I can select item 1, item 3 and item 4, so the lower bound is sum of Pixi, the value is 36. So here item 1, item 3, item 4 cannot be placed. Why? Because it exceeds the maximum capacity. Hence I can consider here item 1 and item 3 also. So I need to find the upper bound. Upper bound equal to sum of Pixi, that is equal to P1x1 plus P3x3. So I will get the total upper bound value is minus 22. So here lower bound and upper bound values are to be generated. This is the lower bound value and 22 is the upper bound value. This upper bound value is also to be generated. Once the lower bound value and upper bound values are to be generated, now compare node 4 and node 5. Now compare. Now we will calculate the lower bound and upper bound node 4 and node 5. Here now you need to compare the values for node 4. Here for node 4 u minus l. Here for node 4 you need to find upper bound minus lower bound. What is the value upper bound minus lower bound? You will get the value is 6. Here you will get the value is 6. So for node 5 upper bound value minus lower bound value you will get 14. You will get the 14. So once you will get the value for 6 and 14, which one is minimum? 6 is minimum. Hence you can discard and you need to expand the tree for node 4 only. You need to expand the tree for node 4 only here. Okay. So here the tree was expanded. The tree was expanded for node 6. The tree was expanded here for node 6. Now you can calculate the upper bound and lower bound values for node 6. Once the node 6 upper bound and lower bound. So how to calculate the upper bound and lower bound? If you see clearly observe that this is the path node 1 to node 2. Select the item and here. That means that item 1 completely selected, item 2 completely selected and item 3 is completely selected. That means that you can select place first item, second item and third item. So you can place first item, second item and the third item, all three items you can take. So once first item, selected item, third item is to be placed, upper bound is minus 32, and so I can take a fraction value of fourth item also, the lower bound value is minus 38. Okay. So once the lower bound values of that, here node 7, if you consider node 7 here, clearly observed here. Okay. So the lower bound is minus 38 and upper bound is minus 38. So here in this case, both lower bound and upper bound is having the same value. Now we need to calculate the lower bound and upper bound values of node 6 and node 7. Both are producing the same value. So for node 6, what is the difference? The difference is 6. And for node 7, the difference for upper bound and lower bound is 0. Okay. For node 6, the difference is 6. For node 7, the difference is 0. The difference is 0. Which one is minimum? Node 7 value is minimum. Hence, you need to expand the tree for node 7. Hence, you need to expand the tree for node 7 at the right side only. So, choose the node 7. Here you can select the node 7 for expanding the tree because it has produced the minimum difference value, that is 0. So in here the tree was, node 7 was expanded here. Node 7 was expanded here, and find the so if you consider here, you need to calculate the upper bound and lower bound of node 8. So while calculating the upper bound and lower bound of node 8, if you consider the structure, first item is to be completely taken, item 1 is to be completely taken, item 1 is equal to 1. So item 2 also completely taken here, item 2 is completely taken, and here item 3 not taken, item 3 I3 equal to not taken, it's equal 0. That means that third item is not taken, item 3 is not taken. So here if you consider the part, item 1, this is 6, this is 10, ఇవి మినిమం పాత్రలు అండి. హియర్ ఇక్కడ ఎంత వచ్చింది, అది మనకి చూస్తే కానీ అర్థం కాదు. ఓకే. సో ఐటమ్ తీసుకున్నాము. నెక్స్ట్ ఐటమ్ 4 అనేది కంప్లీట్ గా తీసుకున్నాం. ఐటమ్ 4 ఈక్వల్ టు 1, I4 ఈక్వల్ టు 1. So I have selected first item, selected second item, third item not selected, fourth item is to be selected. So third item is not selected here. I3 equal to 0, which means that third item not selected. I3 equal to 0 means third item is not to be selected. Once third item is not to be selected, find sum of PIXI value, we will get the lower bound minus 38. Find sum of PIXI value, we will get the upper bound minus 38. Okay. So once we get the lower bound value and upper bound value, then we can go for expanding another tree. Now if we consider the node 9, if you consider the node 9 here, now here we will calculate the upper bound and lower bound for node 8 and node 9 also. Node 8 upper bound is minus 38 and lower bound is minus 38. For node 9, upper bound is minus 20 and lower bound is minus 20. And when you consider the difference, both are having the same difference. So here both are having the same difference. If node 8 and node 9, here the difference is same. So if node 8 and node 9 both are having the difference is 0, when both difference is same, now compare the upper bound of node 8 and node 9. Compare the upper bound of node 8 and upper bound of node 9. Here you can compare and which one is having the maximum upper bound, that was you can be discarded. You can discard the maximum upper bound, and here node 9 is to be discarded by, because it is having maximum upper bound. So here it has been discarded, and we can be selected node 8 only. When we can apply this concept is, both nodes are producing the same difference value, upper bound minus lower bound value, producing the same value. In this case, upper bound value is to be discarded for any one of the value, and consider the lowest value of the upper bound here. Okay. So friends, here once there is no provision of expanding the tree. Why? Because so the tree is to be constructed successfully in a stage-wise manner. So if you consider here in the first step, I have been selected the first item. So when I can be selected the first item, x1 equal to 1, and also next to in the second move I have not selected x1 is equal to 0, means first item is not to be selected, I have not further. If you observe clearly the hierarchy of tree, chain nodes is to be generated for node 2 and moving towards here. That's why x2 is to be selected, complete item of x2 is to be taken, and x3 equal to 0 here, expanded tree like this only, x3 is equal to 0. That means that third item is not to be selected, and the fourth item is to be selected here. You can be selected the fourth item. This is to be discarded. This is to be discarded. Fourth item is to be selected. So that is one. So that means that while filling the knapsack, you can take the complete item of first item. You can take complete item of second item. Take complete item of the fourth item, and you should not select the third item. You cannot be select the third item. So here, then I need to find the profit. The formula for finding the profit is PIXI, sum of PIXI, P1X1 plus P2X2 plus P3X3 plus P4X4. The value is 48. So finally, maximizing the profit is 48 when I can fill the bag with complete item of first item, complete item of second item, and a complete item of fourth item. So I will get the maximum profit, that is 48. I cannot select the third item. So friends, in this way, we need to construct the state space tree. We need to construct the state space tree in a step-by-step process by using the concept of least cost branch and row technique. I hope you all very understood the concepts very well. If you have any doubt, please text me. I will give the reply and I will answer your queries. Thank you, Ananda.